Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we are taking a look at Steam World Heist 2. I loved the original Steam World Heist. When I played it, I thought it was a really good game. I thought it was a really good game in the Steam World series. In fact, probably my favourite, along with Steam World Dig 2. I bought this like a year and a half ago, and I never touched it, and I finally was like, no, I want to play it. I love the first one so much, and I was not disappointed. So, this game is a, like I said, Steam World game. There's multiple of those. Heist, specifically, is a turn-based tactical game, side-on, kind of in the vein of something like XCOM or Mario and Rabbids, but from a 2D perspective. And I want to show off that. This is my main submarine. This is where your crew hangs out. This is where you do your upgrades. You get bits of story about each of the characters. You can go to your job upgrades, upgrade different things for different people. I have a lot of upgrading I can potentially do. And this this here, when we come off the submarine, is like a hub world. This is where you can buy, sorry, a hub more than a hub world. This is where you can buy upgrades and things for your ship. You see in the top right corner, you've got water, you've got gems, and you've got like reputation, which is the stars. Water buys you everything, but that being people on your team, upgrades for your team members, side grades, all that kind of thing. You can see I have one more member, so I could potentially buy somebody new, add them to my team. This is also where you come to rest. There's a bunch of guns over here as well. This Mark II shotgun, Mark III shotgun, which probably worth buying actually. But I wanted to show off, like, you know, what this game is, and we're going to go and do an actual mission. I'm going to save the pennies for now, just because I need to actually think about what I do want to spend them on. But let's go and just do a mission. I've not done any in this area that I'm currently in, and this is the overworld. This is where I currently am. Here's the map. Each of the things with the stars above them and the amount of people, those are the missions to do. We're going to go, you can see I've done ones down here. This is the first sort of 2 areas of the game. Not completed everything. There's actually one I missed over there. This map is pretty damn big. Alright, so if we keep scrolling up, so there's that much more to explore. It's a big old place. But we're going to go and head over to a mission. We'll probably go to that one over there, the one I'm currently looking at, and see what that's like. Not making any promises that I'll be particularly good. But the submarine that I'm in can go underwater now. It's something I picked up recently, which is cool. But you swim around in this thing. You can shoot with a sub. You do like overworld combat, things like that. Right, start a mission. So, this storage facility is said to hold valuables for Tempest and Morgan's personal sacrificial ceremony. Best get everything back before it's shipped out to Eastern Antarctica. Make haste, the place is filled with turrets to dissuade any would-be thieves. So grab the epic swag, bonus, destroy the Rattler turrets. So I'm not sure if I've come across Rattler turrets specifically, but this says to me that I need people that can move fairly fast. So, I've currently got my Reaper, my Sniper, and my Flanker. They all have different jobs. If I go to Wesley here, you can see that there is a Engineer, Boomer, and Brawler as well. Each of the upgrades you get, these are automatic when you click. So they call it the job system. This is similar to other games, but basically you switch to a particular job, you get access to all these upgrades for nothing, and then if I've got them leveled up in other ones, I can then go to, say, make Wesley an Engineer, but use cogs, which is like currency, and then activate some of these abilities. This will make more sense with Daisy. She's a Sniper, but she's also a level 1 Flanker. So if I go to the Flanker, you can see that I've got enemies hitting the back with a weapon, getting 1 extra damage, and also +1 movement. But Sniper-wise, this is what she has. And then we can go to Crowbar, the same. Has level ups in the Sniper tree to help, but is primarily a Flanker. So that, and then they have like side grades and stuff like that. You can see there's a new gun here actually. What's this? This is sidearm 3. So it's significantly better, so we will equip that. But you have your main gun, which you can upgrade and get different ones of those. You have your side grades, you get slots. You also have a hat. You have the ability to wear hats, which is kind of a fun thing in the game. We're going to put a pirate hat on Crowbar. I do have other members. You can change the crewmates here. You can see that I have a Boomer who I've never used, and also a Brawler who's I have used. Very, very good as well. If we're shooting turrets, I probably need people with guns. And I also need someone who can move fast, which Crowbar can do. So this is your setup screen. That's how it looks. Now we hit the start button. We'll go into the mission. And this is the meat and potatoes of the game. This is the side-on battles. I think just skip through the conversation here. Everything you can before overpowered by the security turrets. Okay, so there's an armor active. Right, so you've got the map on the right here. So you can see this is actually quite a big level. Goes on, goes on, goes on. And you'll also see you need to grab the epic swag and bonus, destroy the rattler turrets. And also you have an alarm countdown and then turret activation in 5. So what this means is I have 10 turns before the alarm goes up a pip, which is the skulls at the top. I also have 5 turns before the turrets are active. Now, my 3 characters, you can see the cross-hatching type lines on the ground. That shows where you can move. It goes blue, I think, when it's more of a run. So, and you can hide behind things like barrels and other stuff like that to help add protection. So we'll use Wesley here. We'll open the door, and we've got enemies. So, the way that this works is that each of the enemy types do different things. There's 2 guys in here that have guns, and there's 1 guy there who does have a gun, but he sort of spawns enemies. Kind of a pain in the backside. He's like kind of something you need to deal with. There's also an ice barrel. You can hide behind it, but if you happen to be there when someone shoots it, it will do damage. There's fire crates, there's explosive crates, there's things that can drop on your ceiling, on your head, and stuff like that. So, now, because I've opened said door, I can no longer... I've got a new ability. This turn, whenever your primary attack scraps at least 1 enemy, you get attack again. Now, I can choose to shoot here. I am kind of a bit in the open, so we're going to come back to him in a minute. We'll move my sniper here. Now, the good thing with a sniper is you have... This is what makes this game very cool, is that you have this, obviously, this laser sight. Now, you can have laser sights on multiple things, but you can do crazy shots. Like, I can hit that guy down there if I just aim up there, and I can shoot him in the back, possibly. I can definitely hit him at least. Or this guy here, I mean, I can shoot him in the head, take him out if I want. But I think for now, we're just going to do that. And now I've got my shotgunner. Now my shotgunner has a ability called wheel and deal, which allows them to move and still shoot even after they've run a very long distance, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to activate that, and then we're going to come up here. I'm going to come over to this one, and this is a really cool ability because it means I can go very, very far and then shoot someone in the face. And I just dropped the icicle on that geezer and killed him. So that's what I like about this game. There's a lot of interactables. There's a lot of things that can happen. I've also got a grenade here that I can use if I want to bounce that around. Now, you can see with Wesley, he's not really in cover, and he also doesn't have line of sight. But I'm going to try shooting with him anyway. Oh, okay, so that totem that he's just put down, those things are annoying because they do a lot of damage. With the sniper specifically, you have to reload or move. You can't do both. We're going to take out that, because we definitely do not want to deal with more enemies spawning. So, and then we'll shoot this geezer, and then I'm going to move Wesley up. And the good thing with Wesley is that he should be able to get the kill. There we go. Now he has a thing called momentum, which allows him to fire again, which is a really cool ability. I'm not going to use it because there's nothing else for me to shoot. Now we have a choice of going up or forward. I will grab my sniper. She also has the ability to essentially, when there's no one on screen, reload the gun automatically, which is nice. We're not going to open up any of this stuff, are we, this turn? That's fine. Now the thing with this oh, there's ice there, so don't step on the ice. Okay, cool. We're not even gonna risk it. We're just gonna go up here. Hopefully not. Oof. Right, let's open this bit. So we could have gone forward there, come up a different area, which we might do. So these guys are mostly all melee, but there is a box there that's got bones on it, which I'm kind of concerned about, but we will figure it out. Oh, I shot his hat off. That's also part of the game, is you can shoot other players' hats off. It's kind of fun. It should be okay to just stand here. I don't think they can move particularly fast, so if I can kill this guy. And I might be able to bounce the bullets off of the... Ah, not quite. Now, the only issue is my sniper's going to be here, but I think we can tank a little bit of damage if we need to. Or do we open the door? Maybe we go down and open the door. See if this leads to anything bad. Oh, hello. This is not going to end well. I didn't realise there were two guys there. So, that's one thing you do have to kind of be careful of, is that if you open doors and stuff like that, like now I've got free health. I actually don't currently have a way of healing on me. So I'm at that point in the game where I do need to be able to be doing more damage. I'm not currently doing a lot of damage, which is never great. But that's okay. Oh. I don't want to walk through the ice is kind of the issue here. So we're going to go down here. We're going to reload. And that guy's dropped a grenade there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. And we're going to shoot directly down. And kill that fella. Does put me in a bit of an awkward spot. And he died to his grenade. Friendly fire a lot of the time is on. Ooh, really? So the turrets, I think, are now active. Right, well. We better come... Oh, the door was still locked. Cool. Right, well, we're going to come down and open this here door. And we're going to aim down like this. Oh, that's perfect aim. So, do that. And then my sniper's going to come up here and blast him in the face. So the strategy a lot of the time is, like, if you are going to open a door, be prepared for what's behind it, because it will mess you up. Now we have multiple doors. I'm going to go for the loot and come down here. Now you can take, as you can, I don't know if you can see, there is actually a guy stood there. So if I open this door, there is a guy there. You can take people that have healing kits. You can take people that have, like the brawler, for example. Every time he kills someone, they die, which is quite nice. You do have like ways of healing. I currently don't, which I guess is a problem, but it's all good. We're just going to wait one turn. It's going to make the alarm go down, which is not ideal, but right. So this is not ideal, but we're gonna try and in fact we're gonna activate harvest, which allows me for every time I kill someone. In that case, I can keep shooting, which is quite nice. There's a turret. Okay, so don't stop in the ice is what I'm getting from this, which is, you know, not ideal. Anyway, there's a turret up there, there's a turret there. We've still got more of the boat. You can see we've actually got through most of the boat already. Like, even though the maps are quite big, you do open up quite a lot of areas. Okay, now that turret looks like, so I can't stop in the ice. But I do need to deal with this turret, I think. It's got 4 health, so we should be able to... There we go, one of them dead. Right. There is also another turret up there, so we will go... In fact, we'll go there. I'm hoping I don't take damage walking through this. I don't. Okay, so yeah, there we go. I've learned something. You have to stop. I can now destroy this turret, which the game wants me to do. And if you... Okay. We'll go up there and just snipe it from there. And you can see basically that the missions themselves are very thoughtful. I mean, this is like the 3rd area of the game, so it's getting a bit more difficult, which I like. But what the game offers is you've got a good story, you've got an interesting story, you've got multiple different types of characters, you've got you know, different play styles on a lot of these characters as well. What we're seeing behind here, some swagger ding dong. I'm gonna grab that. I'm going to run up the front. I think that they've done a really good job with this game. I don't know why. It's one of those things where I've played it and gone, I really should have played this a lot sooner than I did. Should probably... Free action teleport, which is rather nice. And then I guess we're dropping a grenade all the way down there if I wanted to. That's not what I want to do. I want to do this. Oh, okay. It's frozen behind there. There's another one of the turrets. Okay, but we don't want to be there anymore. My hat. So you'll see them run up. A lot of them time they're basically going to kill themselves because they've put themselves in range of the grenade. I need to deal with getting out of the way, basically. And obviously the alarm next turn, which I think is this turn, is about to go off. Which means less alarm, enemies start to appear. Every time the alarm thing goes up, more and more enemies appear. Cool, alright, well, do that. Now I might be able to, that's locked in it, I might be able to do, oh I did hit him. I hit that geezer as well, I unfroze him. Right. Nice. I just need to move out of the way. So we're going to go down here. And what we're going to do is we're going to shoot this barrel. No, we're not. We're going to just going to kill the guy that's there. Now there's a turret. We need to deal with that next turn. That guy's dead because of the bomb. This guy's going to attack my cover. And I also need to still kill the turrets. The good thing with these melee guys, these little bonedy dudes, not so much of an issue in the sense that they don't move very far. You can kind of deal with them fairly easily. Right. And that's what we're going to do. I do kind of need to take out this turret, so I need to make a decision here. What's the sensible thing to do? Do we shoot this guy in the back? I think we shoot this guy in the back. I think I'll be okay here. I don't think the turret can get me, but we're about to find out. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, can't get that. And then there is some swag and also a turret down there. Do I think I can do 6 damage to it this turn? Probably not. If I hide here, that's the problem is that these frozen things here have enemies in it, so I guess there's a lot of barrels that have destructive power here. I'm gonna move to this spot, and I'm gonna attempt to hit that and hopefully kill that. Again, these enemies behind me, less of an issue, not overly worried about it. Hopefully you're sort of seeing what the gameplay is. Like, this is a bit of a longer mission. Some missions are shorter, some require, oh god, okay. Some missions require more people, some require less. Sometimes you've only got one person. And that's kind of like what the game is. Right, let's get this. Oh, I need to reload. Oh no, I got this. I've got the secondary. I can shoot with my secondary, which is good, which is what we're going to do. And then this little fella, he's going to come over it. He's only got 1 health, so I do have to be very careful. And also, people dying definitely isn't a good thing because you lose stars, which is what gets you reputation. Oh, I should just fire again, roughly. Damn it. I should have aimed where it was again. I probably could have killed this geezer. There we go. That's dead. Cool, he's going to run up here. And kill himself, I think. Or at least get stuck in the ice. Obviously, the alarm's gone off. These enemies are here. The alarm will go off again. More enemies will spawn. I think they keep spawning most turns. I am going to reload, I think. And then come over here. This is the downside. I'm about to open up a door that I probably shouldn't open this turn, but we shall see. What are we seeing in here? Money, 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 and a turret. Okay, and obviously these guys are here as well. I could get the money and I'll have a turn where I don't have to worry about it. I think we'll go for this one. At least then I can shoot him. And then we'll put him there. I think we'll put you there. And you can see, like, you have to think about it. And I quite like the fact that I know right now that my gear isn't quite where it needs to be. Like, I can kill some of these guys, but I need to be hitting harder. I need to be doing like +1, +2 damage than I already am. Especially people with 7 health, which you're seeing a lot more of. I need to be able to take them out. Oh yeah, if you grab something with this, I've got an ability on my shotgunner that allows me to essentially move after collecting stuff, which is good. Well, that was unfortunate. let's see if we can just do that again. There we go. Lovely. And I don't have any cover, but could I shoot anyone from here? Probably not. They're a bit too far away. I didn't get the money over there, did I? Unbelievable. It's okay. So in the next room will be the epic swag, and then I've got to work my way back. Most likely to some escape place. I don't know where that escape place will be. We're about to find out. And with the next alarm about to activate, we're about to have a lot of enemies on screen to deal with. It's probably there where they are currently, where I need to get to. But that's how it works. You go to an airlock. What are we getting? More? Oh, bigger, tougher enemies. Nice. Right. So let's find out, where is my escape? Oh, it's there. That's not the end of the world. Luckily, a lot of my dudes have a lot of movement. Right, where are we looking? And is there much cover there? Where's the guys with the guns? Oh, yeah, we'll get there fine. Not even concerned. Put my sniper there. And I got quite lucky, right? I will admit I got quite lucky that the exit is there. Sometimes it can be further away in the level. Sometimes it will be like surrounded by enemies, stuff like that. There's a lot of different variety of how the missions can go. I wouldn't say the game's necessarily unfair. You can replay the missions anytime you want. So sometimes just doing them and then getting a feel for them and understanding what you need. For example, maybe a sniper isn't the best thing for this level, so you need more people with shotguns. Or maybe you need more melee people, people with higher movement. There's a lot of decision making to be had, which kind of helps. Now, I didn't quite get all the swag, but I got most of the swag and I did the turret. So I think that's a full 4 stars. And nobody died as well, which is nice. So what do we get? Main objective, epic swag. Reputation, bonus. Look at that, 10 bounty. And we got a bit of leveling up. My sniper's leveled up. We got new abilities. Smoke bomb turns you and your allies within Aura 1 invisible for 1 turn, prevents enemy attacks and lasts even if you perform actions, which is nice. And then reticle eyes, +1 aim, increase aim, longer aim line, less sway. So that's also really good for a sniper. And very close to leveling up the flanker. And this is where you get to get loads of like rewards, like money, water. That was a mechanic thing, which is pretty good. That was a healing kit, actually, that one. Ooh, parlay invitation. There we go. You need these. So you need these. This is part of the quest at the moment. So, and that is, and you'll see at the bottom that those characters are now grayed out. So if you've got a big party, you can do multiple missions. At the moment, as it stands, I can only do 1 mission, I think, on this map, which should be the one over on the left. There might be more missions with 2 people. So there's 2 more missions I could do before I end the day. I'm not going to do that, just to show you how this works. So when you come back to, like, with any of the bars, you dock with the bars. This is how you heal up your submarine health. This is how you get those characters back into the fold. So we'll talk to this bartender, end the day. And any of that reputation you get, you can also use here as well. So I have currently got 10. So I can get anything up to repair kit 2. I can get a tier 2 weapon. If you get more, you can have a charge laser, blue steel, which is a sniper. So realistically, I need to do 2 missions to get the good stuff. Razor gear. There's a lot of stuff here that's worth doing. So the game's trying to get you to be more adventurous, level up your characters as need be. I am going to take them, and then the rest of it will be turned into water, which is great. And you can do those missions again. You can do the missions again, I believe, get the reputation. So you aren't. So once you've leveled up enough, you can go and get all the good stuff. You're not. It's not an issue with it. Right. That is pretty much the entire game. The last thing I will show you is just that we have these upgrades. I have all this sub stuff that I can upgrade. Each crew gets 200% more XP when completing missions up to level 2, so they get there quicker. +1 health on everyone, 1 melee damage, +1 movement, I think is huge. Anything movement based in this game is massive. You've got your submarine equipment, so you'll see back here I've got like machine guns and torpedoes and things like that added onto it, which makes it very good. Underneath we've got personal upgrades, so each character gets at least 1 personal upgrade, which I've got most of them. And then lastly you've got the job upgrade, so each of the types of character things you can have, you can upgrade that way. Hopefully this video has shown you what this game is and how this game plays. I really like it. I think it's a really good game. I recommend anybody who's looking for something like a turn-based strategy. This game, I wouldn't say this game is easy, but it's on the easier side because you're only working with a 2D plane. and I think that's a bit easier maybe than something like XCOM or even Mario & Rabbids, but that might just be because I enjoy these games. I find it a little bit easier. The game's still tough. There are missions that I have failed quite dramatically, so... But hopefully this is, if you're interested in this, go out and buy it. The first one is also great. Steam World Heist 1 is amazing. That one's set in space. This one's set like on a planet, I guess. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today then, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like the video, please hit the like button. That helps out a ton. If you want to see more content on SteamWorld or other like smaller indie games, hit the subscribe button. Stick around. And until next video, I will see you then.